Watch carefully. 5, 4, 3.
You didn't say 2 or 1.
Oh, you don't say 2 or 1.
Why not?
You just don't. Okay? Now, it goes... 5, 4, 3. Good. Okay. Good.
Hey! Happy Wednesday. Hump Day!
Yeah.
Episode 59.
59.
59!
Mike Mayers.
Is that his number? He hasn't got cut?
No.
Okay.
He's a great reliever.
I don't know.
What's up, Caleb?
Caleb, my dude.
My wife is watching also.
Oh, so we got to make it good.
I mean, we can go
Could you bring the energy up just a little bit? You seem a little...
No, I was going to never mind, dude. Whatever.
What's up, Lindsay? LP, who made some cash while she was doing the PGA thing.
That's the PGA thing?
Well, the money, where you got the money all fanned out.
Oh, you could have been like this, not like this. I thought you were going...
Well, this
that.
means you got like a whole bunch of money. This means you got a little bit of money. This is like Monopoly money. Like, yeah, I got a little bit of money.
This is true. Oh. I love how we have my Ghostbusters mug in the shot. That's fantastic.
I do like that.
I like it a lot.
Now, if we could somehow rig that would be like the microphone.
Oh, I can make that happen.
That would be awesome.
I can make that happen.
Okay.
I obviously have lots of Ghostbusters.
You smell coffee?
Yeah, that's what I'm drinking about. What's a lot of the people put in their Baileys? Coffee with Baileys?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I drink beer and coffee.
Ray, welcome back.
What's up?
How was the handoff at Truman State?
The handoff at Truman State. Oh my gosh. It was kind of
Fumble.
a little bit different than that. So, but yeah, it was tough.
Did you
it
cry?
was tough on Dad.
Did you cry? There's a hesitation.
Hesitation
would say, ching.
There was something in the air that day.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one.
That's a big
Actually,
old,
yeah. It was pretty sentimental. It was tough.
Now, who
It was
cried?
tough
Who
losing.
cried more, you or Michelle?
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Michelle, all the way. Yeah.
I could have told
I
you.
wasn't.
it was
I wasn't
tough.
sure.
Yeah, it was tough. It was definitely tough.
So we're up to 4 viewers.
So far.
Yay.
I think last show without Ray, we got up to about 19 or 20. It was pretty
Well,
impressive.
then you don't need me. I'm going home.
Well, with you, we can get up to 24, 25.
25. Well, we had like 30 one time.
Yeah, I believe someone got a bat for
But
that.
you
or
can't
did
go
they?
by the live
Haven't
stuff
got it yet.
sometimes,
I think there's got to be like some sort of statute of limitations on that bat.
Dude, I'm about ready to just give it away again.
I'm right here.
I'm at raffle it away again.
Who won that? Marcus Berry?
Yeah.
Now, Jim Kramer.
Yeah.
From Seinfeld?
No, it doesn't say Cosmo in front of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would have been. You should change it on Facebook, James.
Yeah,
James Cosmo Kramer.
I would so do it.
That
I would
would be
so
cool.
do it. If my last name was Kramer, absolutely.
Are there any famous Hallbrooks in sitcoms?
Negative.
There's Homer. There's Bart. There's Grandpa.
Those are Simpsons.
Oh, my bad.
There is a famous Hal. Have you ever heard of the name Hal Holbrook?
I have.
He's an umpire, a major league umpire.
Okay. I was just saying.
He's god awful terrible. And his name
Relation?
is Hal is HOL.
Okay. So you're like plausible deniability.
Right,
Like
yeah.
not related.
Misspelled.
Okay.
Not even. No. Right.
All right. So it's been a week since we did our last show.
Mm-hmm.
You took the weekend off from softball.
I did.
How did that feel?
That felt fantastic.
That's me this coming weekend.
Because,
I'm off this weekend, and I'm like,
it was great because I didn't have to play or worry about nothing, but also that I got to drink.
Annie?
And that I got to drink a lot of beer. Lots and lots of beer.
Now, was it an indoor ceremony?
No, it was outdoor. It was at Botanical
Okay.
Gardens.
So was it warm?
Very.
So were you
I
perspiring?
was in a three-piece suit.
Oh, I saw the pictures. That's why I was talking to Ray. I was like,
Yeah.
when we were arranging the show, I'm like, so are you going to come dressed to the nines?
No.
And you're like, negative.
I don't like monkey suits.
Oh, I hate them.
No.
I was like, the next
You're
one.
not doing that in yours, are you?
There's a vest, there's a shirt, there's pants.
Even if you did just like a night.
But mine's in November.
Oh, dude, you're gonna have to have a three-piece suit. Then.
So I mean,
that's okay.
Yeah,
But if it's like,
that's not nice, Mom.
well, right.
She knows I hate that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
It's different when you're playing ball and people call me that, but she does it because she knows that my grandma used to do it and it used to antagonize me.
that's never good.
Yeah.
Never good.
Mhm.
So we got up there and not only did we have to walk like a mile to where they got married.
This was at the Botanical Gardens, right?
Botanical Gardens.
What did I say?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It wasn't botanical though. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
Did you just say the Satanical Gardens? Oh my gosh.
So is that the place where they have the butterflies and stuff?
I mean, I'm sure they're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plants.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel like you're in an episode of Batman with poison ivy when you walk through that place. That's how bad.
Like the itchy plant
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the hot chick?
Ashley is just all jacked up on with her allergies right now because of being out there.
Because she was wearing the poison ivy suit.
I mean, that could have been it too.
You guys would have looked fantastic if you'd been dressed up as your Batman and her dressed up as
Jumped
poison
out of the
ivy.
tree and be like, yeah, that'd have been cool.
So who got married?
My brother-in-law Jeremy. So he
Okay.
got finally. That's what he's.
Couldn't talk him out of it.
I tried.
You tried.
No. I told
Bobby, hey, you're welcome.
on what? Why is he
Indians
welcome?
have taken the first two games of the series against the Red Sox.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're welcome.
Mhm.
Definitely. We were walking through to go, because you had to walk through this area, around this, up here, down, every which way to get over there. And there was a couple getting married, and I already had quite a few beers in me because we drove a party bus. So I yelled, "It's dead quiet." I yelled,
Were they in the middle of the
"Don't-"
ceremony?
Yes.
Oh.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm surprised they didn't have people come out of the trees, with like spears and stuff like that to kill them.
It was so funny. Everybody turned around and looked at me. I'm like, who said that?
Mm.
It was fantastic.
Damn drunks.
Yeah, right. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. Drank a lot of beer, had a good time, had a lot of fun. We went out there Saturday and had the rehearsal.
23 flavors, just like Michael Jordan's number.
That's just true.
What?
Dr. Pepper, there's 23 flavors.
I thought there was more than that.
It's not what it says on
That's
the
not-
label.
You're thinking Baskin Robbins.
23. 2-3 right there.
You're thinking
Baskin Robbins is
You
what?
wanna-
99
you want to come in
flavors.
hard on that?
Oh, hold on.
That's what
Let me
she
get to
said.
that. Here, go ahead.
Did you hear what I said? That's what she said. Coming
Oh.
hard. Ooh-wee.
Oh, watch out.
She's like, what is that, an acorn?
Watch out. Okay, we got it.
Looks like somebody's hairy belly button.
Oh. Is that an Audi?
I hope so. For their benefit. Anyway. So,
Hey, we got 9 viewers talking about acorns and Audis.
yeah. They just down there.
Oh, John Allen on for the acorn.
Yeah, right.
Former SMS member, right?
Yes.
Now, this is a pretty big fraternity right now of SMS people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you said something belligerent at someone else's wedding, and then you meandered away.
No, you did.
Belligerent?
And I was, yeah.
Where did you get that
But
word at? That's a big word.
It is a big word for him.
Google it.
I'm just saying.
No, we had fun. It was a good time. We did it at Botanical Gardens. And we
Hey,
hung
Kurt
out in
Warner's on.
Stalkers. Kurt Warner. I was very surprised on the fact that the photographer, you need to get this photographer for you.
Kind of already have one.
That's okay. But I'm just saying, this photographer was bam, 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 bam. Picture, done. Do this, okay, you're done. And the pictures were fantastic.
Isn't that kind of their job?
It is their job. But when we did ours, holy crap. Not great.
Not great.
Not great.
Now, think of a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, make
Let
a
me
face.
paint you a picture. And it's like, no, dude. And we got married in May, and in May in Missouri, it's still pretty warm.
Yeah.
It's not as hot as August,
Mhm.
but oh my God, it was terrible. It was god awful.
So what did that photographer do as opposed to the one you had? What was the
God awful,
difference?
slow.
But I mean,
Was
were they
it very
was it like
thorough?
nose picking or
Yes,
a lot of crotch grabbing?
a lot of DX chops.
Okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, right. A lot of standing around waiting. Okay, well, let's do this, or let's talk about this. No, we told you what we want.
No.
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, walk over here. Look back.
Right.
Don't do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do that. Okay.
Right. Exactly. It was it was awful. So anyway, but no, that
Male,
worked out.
female, other.
It was 2 females.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
Actually, our photographer is the female, so
That's okay. So you're in the right.
she's actually a big WWE fan.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so in one of the pictures, you need to have one of your belts in it.
Already discussed it. Already got vetoed.
Okay. Well, then that's when you pull out your phone and say, "Hey, here, let's just have a picture on your phone."
Mhm.
There you go.
I can do that.
There you go. See,
Pull out
man
my
with a
women's
plan.
championship.
Oh, there you go. Man with a plan. There you go.
Hey, state champion Christy Brackage on there.
Yep, absolutely.
Silver champion.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. And then also John Allen, you were talking about John Allen. That's a state champion.
Really?
Young Bucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. But then we went on the party bus, and it took us back to he got married at Tepewingo Golf Course
And
in the
Fenton?
clubhouse. Yes.
Okay.
Very nice setup. I really wanted to play 9 holes. They wouldn't let me.
Jerks.
Right. But I had a good time.
Would you have played 9 holes fully dressed?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, that would have been awesome.
I would have done it.
That would have been Facebook Live material. Perfect.
It was awesome. I mean, the at the time we were getting a nice wind off the golf course, so it wasn't hot. So I was like, "Oh, dude, let's go." I was ready to go, but at that point I had a lot of beers in me, so I think I'd have done anything
all
at
the
that
better.
point. Right, and then after that, then we went in and danced the night away and drank some more, and then we went back to the hotel afterwards.
Whoa.
And all of us went back to the
Oh,
hotel. Did I hear orgy? No, that's not what I said.
They had
No.
a slingers party.
It's all in the family. It's okay.
They had a sling party.
Yeah, we're not. In
They're
Arkansas.
from Arkansas.
Oh, they're not from Arkansas. But anyway, yeah, it was awesome. We went back, hung out, got Taco Bell. It was great. It's a good time. So
Good times.
good times.
My mom's good friend, family friend Annie. She's from New York. She's a Giants fan.
Ooh, that's
Cut her some slack. She's
That's
asking
fair.
who we root for now that the Rams are gone.
I
Fantasy football, I would say, is probably the number one answer.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm a Cowboys fan, but
Well, yeah.
I've
Ray,
been
what
since I
about
was a
you?
kid. I was biased to the Rams when they were here a little bit, but no.
I'm gonna say Ray is a Dolphins fan.
No.
Ooh, no.
He just likes porpoises.
No. Actually, you probably didn't know this. Have you ever told him that? Told him my story about working for the Rams?
I think you mentioned it to him before about working
So,
for the,
like,
he's worked for the
the-
NFL before.
I don't think the men's rooms have attendance in the stadium.
I mean, it's all about how you percept it.
Mm.
So, like,
Underneath stalls.
5 years ago, 6 years ago, I guess it was.
Oh my god! You have derailed.
Rabbit trails to you. But no, like 5, 6 years ago, I actually got a job working on the sidelines for the Rams.
Shoe shining.
No, I wasn't shoe shining. I was
Well,
I was
actually-
doing a lot of this stuff.
Mhm.
I was setting the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I remember
up.
you telling me that.
So I did the Wi-Fi,
Mhm.
set up the Wi-Fi for the tablets that they have on the sidelines for 4 years for St. Louis.
Because I remember I asked you, did you get access to the other team where you could kind of
No, they don't give it. It's a complicated setup.
have one of those jamming pucks and just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I do.
Who do you play?
I think he
I
did
did-
that to the Rams, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
crap! Wrong
Yeah.
side. It
Too
would
bad
explain their
Belichick
last.
wasn't there because I'd have done it every game.
It would
Every
explain
game
the
to him.
last 4 years of their.
No, you go to
existence.
what you do to Belichick if he was in St. Louis is you go and you find.
What's up, Chris?
You find
Fellow
X,
champion.
You find X-Lax and you put it in his drink.
Put it in his
What?
Gatorade.
And
talking about
hopefully,
Belichick?
yeah, and hopefully for that day he wore his brown pants.
Right.
I don't think either way. I don't think his expression would change.
Yeah, pretty much. So to finish, I was there for 4 years in St. Louis, and then when the Rams left, I was kind of without a team, and they asked me to go cover Kansas City for a year and a half. So I covered it for a year and a half, and now I'm without a team.
I don't hold that against you.
No team. But I will tell you this.
Andy Reid is Caucasian.
Yeah, very
Well,
Caucasian. Very
and
Caucasian.
he's a
And I'll
very
tell you, Travis
nice
Kelce is very
mustache.
tall.
Yes, he does.
And I will tell
He's
you
got, like,
that Arrowhead
Selleck's
Stadium,
cousin's mustache.
dude, if you ever get a chance to go to a game at Arrowhead, you need to go.
I've gone to the one right next to it.
Well,
It's not
it's
the
not the
same,
same. Not
Definitely
even
not the
close.
same.
Not even close.
They have fountains there.
So
They have fountains in the
picture
stadium adjacent.
yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Picture yourself like at Lambeau. Okay. It's right it's
Like
it's right
driving
up
to
there
Lambeau?
it's right up there right next to Lambeau. That's what it reminds
Now,
me
am I
of.
in the
when
end zone or
think
am I
going
like
to
up here in the
Lambeau.
nosebleeds? Because I don't want to be up here in the nosebleeds.
So
Nobody does.
So Arrowhead Stadium is actually built 2 stories in the ground. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Totally.
so like when you come into, well, you know, it is what it is. When you go into when you go into Arrowhead, it doesn't look very big from the outside because you got to go in and you got to go down, and that's why that it holds all that sound because it's like a big bowl, you know.
That stands to
And
reason.
and they up until a couple of years ago they held like the loudest decibel level like 169, and then
The
it got
Chiefs?
yeah
Even with the no top thing?
yeah, and then they got beat.
Hmm.
They got beat a couple 3 years ago, I guess it was by
Anybody?
by Seattle. So Seattle's
13th
Is,
man
is
was
Seattle
actually there.
the
Seattle
retractable?
has,
Yeah.
yeah.
They got a retractable.
Okay.
I think so. But
I, I go visual
yeah.
because that's how I work things out.
So
Wow, that can be much.
I've got lots of stories about both being at both
All
places.
right, now
So
what we're
down the
going
road.
to do is...
Down the road. Anytime you want to talk about that, we'll talk about that down
Hold
the road.
on.
Mhm, Yep. We were
Let's get the finger puppets.
no. It was we were standing in line.
Could you,
Yeah. Could you?
Got it.
We were. It's funny you just did that gesture because we were down in line getting. He was getting married, and I hear one of the guys go, and I was like, on the side of my butt.
I almost spit on you.
I said on the side of my butt. I turned around. I was like, and he's going.
Inappropriate, but funny.
Oh, it was
But
hysterical.
funny.
And the groomsmen that we all had with us were all his friends from high school, and I know them personally, play ball and stuff like that too. So I was like, oh my god! I mean, it was just hysterical laughter the
So
whole time.
When this occurrence happened, had you already been, ingesting the alcohol?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And them as well?
Oh yeah, no, they were. Well, yes, they were doing liquor. I was doing the beer.
Okay.
A lot of those guys, like apparently, I would say some of them were the range from 22 to 24. I'd say 21 to 23. They are big Jaeger fans.
Oh, God.
I hate it. Hate Jaeger.
When you puke that stuff, it is so nasty.
Oh yeah. Well,
Willie D, my dude.
Hey, Willie D's on. What's up, bub? Speaking of alcohol, he likes his blue Gatorades.
Hey, Willie, how's the injury? Give us an injury update.
I heard.
Are
he's
you
doing
day to day?
I heard he's doing all right.
He's probably day to day.
I think he's probably 100% by now.
I doubt it.
You think? He's not your age. He's younger.
Are you excited for this weekend?
He's your age.
What's up, Tip? Jonathan else asked me if I'm excited for this weekend.
Ooh,
I'm
he
not
he might-
playing this
He
weekend.
might have plans for you.
Oh. Was that the...
Yeah, exactly right. Right.
Uh,
Are you going to the closest prison?
negative.
Well,
I'm not going to the farthest one either.
no, me either. No, absolutely not. So anyway, last week softball
Yes,
you played.
I did.
You guys won.
Yes. Actually,
Silver co-ed.
yes. And, there'll be an asterisk or a caveat, if you will, because we played NSA Silver State co-ed
Okay.
in Columbia.
Okay.
The whole tournament had 11 teams, and it was combined.
Okay.
For silver and gold.
Silver. Okay.
But there was only 2 silver teams.
Ooh wee.
And I have kind of a beef with the way that everything shook out for this weekend, or this past weekend, because basically there was a couple of teams where they had one player push them over the limit because based on that player's points,
Right.
they couldn't play silver,
Right.
so they had to play gold. Because there was like 2 or 3 other teams that should have they were bona fide silver teams. They were playing way out of the league.
So while we have Willie D on here,
Mhm.
I want to know what his thoughts are on Dexter Fowler. If you ever get that guy started on Dexter Fowler, he gets so fired up.
Jonathan Allen, Hyperactive isn't playing until the 1st in
Next month.
Liberty.
ASA, right?
ASA, USA, yes, correct.
Right.
You don't have to worry about Dexter Fowler anymore, though. He's done for this.
He went to,
Is he dead?
He's done.
Did somebody kill him? Did somebody shank him in
I
prison?
Put him
believe we
on
had a
the-
segment on here where we were talking about when he was struggling. We're like, if he was on fire, and then I blurted out, no one would put him out.
Yeah, you did. And I
You're
said
right.
I wouldn't pee on him to put it out.
Right.
You're like, no one put him out. Oh my god.
I think he's going to be injured for the rest of 2018.
I hope so. And maybe.
And really, what's his motivation to get back?
I mean, he's going to be replaced either way.
But I mean, the same with Wayno. It's like there's no motivation for them to get back.
No.
Although
Apparently,
Wayno is. He's trying to get
see,
back.
look, he's the worst. Come on, tell me how you really feel about.
I mean, that's
that goes without saying, pal.
pretty vanilla right there.
I mean, he is vanilla. So
No.
not Fowler.
No, I was like,
Not Fowler.
I was like,
Willie.
no.
Yeah, he go back to Chicago superstar.
Yikes.
Hell
Yikes.
yes, that's a good time.
Could you imagine his contract right next to Hayward's contract?
Ooh wee.
Damn.
Yeah, that'd be ugly.
Mm.
That's ugly outfield as it is.
So yeah, like I said, there was 11 teams combined. There was 9 gold, 2 silver. They had the 2 silver teams square off in the very first, game.
Mhm.
So it was like basically the winner of that was going to win the championship
Okay.
because it was triple elimination. And once you went to that losers bracket, a silver team is going to have to bump up against at least 1, if not 2, gold teams before they get back to that silver team.
Right.
So the team we played was called the Tribe, and everyone was going to like, are you conflicted because you're an Indians fan? I was like, it's not the same.
No, definitely not.
Right. It's like, I'm out here to do a job.
Yeah. Right.
So we beat them. It was basically, me, Chris, Christy, a bunch of people from down at Wolves.
Cool.
So we went there. We won our silver game, and then we played SOB, Dustin's team.
Right.
And this is where I kind of have a beef a little bit with not necessarily the people on SOB, but Dustin.
Yeah.
He's a goofball.
Absolutely.
Kind of a retard sometimes.
I wouldn't say borderline. I'd say well over the line.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a state tournament.
Yes.
What is your main objective in a state tournament?
To win.
Killer instinct.
Absolutely.
Put the other team away.
Yeah.
They were up like 15-2.
Okay.
Dustin somehow lobbied to get himself to pitch.
Oh my God.
I'm leading off this inning, so I hit the first ball foul, and then he proceeds to walk me.
Okay.
And then he proceeds to walk a bunch more people,
Okay.
and a bunch more people.
Okay.
So,
Sounds like Brett Cecil all over again.
but I mean, it's like you're in a state tournament. Killer instinct, put the other team away, conserve your energy,
Yeah.
keep your focus.
That'd be like, I mean, I have pitched in a tournament before, and where
a
it's
state tournament,
not a state tournament.
a world tournament.
Wait, I take that back. I have pitched in a state tournament,
Really?
but it was only one inning.
Okay.
I only gave up 1 hit and got 3 outs.
Okay.
So, and it was only
That's
one. And
unbelievable.
what? Right? And what? Hey, I can pitch. Shut your mouth. So,
What team was this?
let's just show me state.
Okay.
So
But you pitched
unbelievable.
before.
I have pitched. Right.
Yeah.
I have pitched before.
Mhm.
That's where I was going with that. I have pitched. I've
Right.
been there.
Mhm.
I'm not saying it's like, oh, bottom of the night, 2 outs. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Were you throwing strikes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they were hitting them, obviously, to get outs.
It happens.
It does happen. But, yeah, I mean, that'd be like me going up to Ian Castle in, like, Florida. Be like, Ian, take a seat.
Yeah.
No.
We're playing a B team. I got this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Let me throw one outside so they can kill me.
Mhm.
Right. No, absolutely not.
So, like I said, that was my only issue with SOB. I mean, we eventually lost to them 18-16. Yeah. I mean, we actually had the tying runs on base, and we had the hammer. I mean, by this time, they had replaced Dustin, because we actually came in, they hit a 3-run home run to make...
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Who was the starting pitcher for SOB?
I could not tell you.
You know who it was.
I don't remember who it
Okay.
was. But it was an actual pitcher.
You should
It was somebody.
You should have asked Matt Jackson to come in and pitch for them.
Actually, it was him. He was the one who started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. because he serves cookies.
Yeah. But he throws strikes.
He does throw strikes.
Right.
Yeah. They're just very fat strikes. Right.
But, I mean, that's all you're really looking for because they got a good defense behind him.
He always asks Barbie all the time and bugs him. You gonna let me pitch? You gonna let me pitch? You gonna let me pitch? I'm gonna pitch him one tournament, and he did well. He did fine. We beat the snot out of it, but it was a very lower team.
Okay.
So he's like, yeah, I'm pitching all the time now. I'm like,
Whatever you got to tell yourself.
yeah,
Bob.
right. And Barbie's like, nah, sure not gonna do that.
But like I said, this is a state tournament, and
Right.
they were not taking.
It's very more important.
They were not
than-
taking us seriously.
Right.
And he gave up a chunk of runs, and then they ended up hitting like a 3-run home run to give themselves like an 18-12 cushion. And then we ended up getting 4 runs in that last inning, and we had the tying run on base. And actually, our leadoff hitter was like in the hole, and he had hit 2 home runs. So we were trying to get him up because he would have represented the go-ahead run.
Right.
So I mean, it could have worked out badly for them.
Yeah.
So
That'd have been bad.
I just didn't personally, I didn't think that was the right approach.
I agree. That'd be like, I don't know, like taking with prime time, like Dave Olson going to play center field and letting Caleb come to the pitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it's on par.
Right. And just like, oh, we're beating the snot out of these guys, hey, and you turn around and lose the game, or go back to your situation. Yeah, that's not cool.
But I mean, they ended up winning, so there was nothing really to be said about it. But I was just kind of like, that could have really screwed over your team.
I'm pretty sure if I heard about that, I would have hysterically laughed a lot.
So they ended up losing in the finals to Kenny's team main event because after we lost to SOB by 2 runs, then we played main event, which was Kenny Leach's team, and he had Brady, who ended up being a tournament MVP.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And they absolutely kicked the dog's nut out of us. I mean,
I'm sure.
Did
you guys even score a run?
Oh yeah, we did. I mean, they scored 27 runs in like 3 innings.
Ooh, yeah.
So I mean, it got down to they're like, you need to score like 7 runs when we came in or something, and that was like in the 3rd inning.
That's not great.
So they dog walked us. It wasn't pretty, but I mean, they should have. I mean,
yeah, right.
I mean, they had decent, better than decent options at every position. Their
good.
pitcher was a little bit of a meh. I don't know who he was, but I kind of got into him with a little bit.
It wasn't Kenny?
No.
Was that the guy that was like, and then would pitch it?
No, I mean, he was fine. I mean, he was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But and this was my other bitch with the tournament, is it said you could hit 52s or 44s.
Okay.
The caveat being they had to be these special NSA 44s.
Right.
You couldn't bring your own 44s.
Right.
Which I'm like, it's 44's a 44.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it says 44 on the ball, but it's still a different type of 44.
Okay. If that's the case, then the tournament needs to provide those.
I agree, 100%. I have said that for years. Why aren't? And it's nothing against the directors or anything like that. This goes higher up than that. We all know that.
Yeah.
Why are they not providing balls if you're going to bitch? Oh, well, like when we were at U-Trip State, we threw in a GSL mark ball on complete accident.
Those are state games.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
They should all be provided.
Thank you.
Same
Right.
balls.
So
There's some tournaments where they provide the bats too.
yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
Because that way, if they're providing the balls and the bats, nobody can bitch because like everyone's using the same
controversy.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish.
What's up, D?
I wish we'd go back to all wooden bats.
thing. There's tournaments where they do that.
No, I mean like state everything, go to wood, get away from.
Oh, there's no
composite.
way.
Yeah.
I'd love.
There's so much money to be.
Oh,
had.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but I would love it. I would love it.
Yeah.
I've hit a
How much
softball.
are wooden
Happy
bats
belated
versus,
birthday, D.
Yeah.
If you buy retail on a bat, it's like $350. If
But
you
who does
buy,
that?
On a wooden
Right.
bat or a metal bat?
No,
No
on
metal
a,
bat.
we
What
don't
about a wooden bat?
Composite.
Yeah.
On a composite bat. A wooden bat, which is like the corn dog, I guess you could say would be comparable. Softball is like $80.
You can get them. Depends on what you get. You can get if you can get last year's model probably for about 80 or 90. This year's model, I think I bought mine for 125.
Well, there you go.
Now, if
There's
you
a
could
big
shave
difference.
and roll those.
Shave and roll a corn dog.
Barbie wants to know how good was the Larson kid that played next to Brady for the main event team. So I'm guessing Brady played middle.
Brady was actually playing shortstop.
Okay, so I guess Larson played somewhere.
Uh,
Elaborate, Barbie. Elaborate.
I think he was in the outfield. He was making stupid catches.
Was he
Yeah.
good player?
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
robbed a home run and some other stupid crap.
Yeah, he plays for Show State now.
Stupid, talented kids.
Kids is the key
Stupid
word
great
there.
Right.
hot dog ball players.
You and I have had this discussion many times. It's like, I've never been the most talented person on the field unless I'm playing like Super Rec.
Or playing at Sundays at Fenton.
Something like that.
Right.
But I'm saying, when you walk out there and you see these people with just, ungodly amounts of natural talent, it just turns your stomach. It's just like, in my whole life, I've never had as much, instinct and, just natural, inbred, ball ability.
Let's
Right.
not say inbred anymore.
Still on the Arkansas thread?
No, I'm just saying, don't say inbred.
But I mean, it's like,
No, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
where they can go out there and, 50%, effort, still run circles around me.
Yeah,
And it's like,
yeah,
I hate
yeah.
you.
Yeah,
It's like, I have to fundamentally, prepare. I have to,
Right.
get a good jump. And, I have to position myself to try and do
and
that.
also it's
There he is. There's
yeah,
the MVP.
Talking about Brady.
Brady.
And it's one of those things where
He was the GOAT this weekend.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
Well, you're not 24 anymore,
No.
so that's a big
He's 24 and a half, right?
reason why.
But even when I was 24, I still didn't have that kind of
Well,
talent.
you got to think how much the game has changed,
Oh, yeah.
and not only has the game changed, has food, has how to prepare,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Everything we're eating nowadays is full of steroids.
Is it?
You know what I mean?
Like,
So, what,
like the Chick-fil-A, gay chickens?
the gay chickens? I didn't know there was gay chickens.
Well, I'm not judging.
Is that even possible?
I think it's possible.
What,
Did-
gay chickens?
yeah.
That's a whole nother.
I'm sure you
That's
could-
a question for
Okay,
someone else.
go to Google right now. Go to YouTube.
Is there gay pigs? No. But
It'd be like the episode of Friends where is that a boy or girl?
whatever it was, I went back in.
Too funny.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I agree with it. But just life changes, man. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It happens. It's changed since I've started. Oh my gosh, has it changed? I mean, they weren't even into composite bats when I started. It was still
No.
Yeah, it was still metal bats.
When I first started playing tournament ball, the best bat out there was a PST.
That's what we had. We had an EST.
I had ESTS.
Yeah. And everybody was worried about denting them. Now you could swing it around a fence post. And it's
Well,
not
I
gonna
remember
dent.
when DeMarini's first came out, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is the big rage," until you put about 15 or 20 hits on it in the same spot,
That gets
and
dented.
it gets a great big dent in it, and they're like, "Well, this piece of crap.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw
the
that
Easton
away."
Tri-Shell was great because
Yeah.
you flatten it on one side, and then you turn it, flatten it on that side, turn it, flatten it on the other side, and you'd have a perfect triangle. And the thing was
And
hot
now
as
we're
hell.
playing cricket.
Yeah, right. Playing cricket.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I
Too
mean,
funny.
the games have changed. The balls have changed. The gloves have changed. The bats have changed. Everything.
The whining has changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that it is.
There's more drama in men's softball than there is in co-ed.
Uh,
And women's, from what I hear.
combined.
And at a state tournament.
Combined.
And at a state tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I was appalled when I saw that.
Oh, yeah. That's because, now, if you go probably different states, because I know in Arkansas. No, I knew what you understand. Shut up, Barbie. Don't be blaming that on me. If you go to different states, like Jason Duke runs Arkansas, U-Trip. I believe it's U-Trip.
Okay.
So he helps like run the bush and stuff like that. So from what I hear, I mean, obviously it's different places, it's different issues that you run into, but I hear he has zero problems.
Okay.
So if you go to our stupid ass director of U-Trip now,
MO?
yeah, MO, right, exactly. I mean, he's old, he's beyond the game.
Well, how old's the Duke guy?
Oh, he's younger guy.
Is he?
Yeah, younger guy. Well, it's like Pruitt and D-Rock. They're both younger guys. I mean,
Yeah.
D-Rock's. I wouldn't consider D-Rock old by any means.
No, I'd say he's maybe a couple years older than me, maybe.
Yes, you're probably right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're probably right. So with that being said, you got those guys who still play.
Mhm.
Prius still plays.
D-Rock still plays occasionally.
D-Rock still plays.
Yeah.
Jason Duke still plays. Mike O'Donnell has nothing to do besides what's going on at his tournaments.
He probably plays like Hoosier Golf.
He probably plays with a lot of guys in prison.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's time for a break.
That's how much I hate that guy. And then Bobby, they both smoke dope with teams and get caught on camera.
Bobby.
Bobby does too. Bobby, you
Saw
know, the guy
that.
that helps him.
Saw that.
Maybe he has, glaucoma.
God, I hope so. Yeah. But you got guys who you got guys that aren't in the game, aren't playing with, it's still on the same basis.
Some
as
people
what-
don't like the Prius plays.
Oh, I could care less.
No, but I'm saying I kind of like it that he does because
Still involved, kind of
right,
thing.
exactly, because you're kind of keeping up with the mainstream,
And not only that,
as
you
opposed to somebody who's sitting back just making judgment calls out of a book.
no, I'd say judgment calls out of his ass.
It was being nice.
Okay, so, and then you got Pruitt, who's also can hear.
I keep calling him Prius just because I know he hates it.
Oh, does he hate it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're calling him Prius from now
Yeah.
on then. So, yeah, right. Does that car run on strawberry dish? No. Anyway, so
That was it revving.
no, that's a Prius revving. but with
Sound
with
like a Chevy Volt.
yeah, right. But just like those guys, I mean, he's can hear the backlash from other teams of what kind of problems that could persist, and he can also go and fix next year. I can honestly say this year at NSA State, I had a blast.
I did too.
Compared to last year. Last year, it seemed like every umpire down there had a beef with somebody. But this year, not so much. I mean, we still had some
I
problems.
remember you saying something about that last year.
Oh, my God.
I mean, there was still some inconsistency
It was like-
this year.
Yeah, but it wasn't nearly as, it wasn't
Brandy.
nearly
Yeah.
as bad. Yeah, Brandy. Hi, Brandy.
Oh, Brandy.
Yeah.
Randy's
But
on.
It's, like I said, it was just,
I bet you're happy
A lot
that
of
Alexa lost.
yeah. What kind of makeup was she wearing? Good God.
I don't know.
Looks like she was going to the Indian tribe that night.
I don't.
Hey,
I
you
think she
like
was
the
trying to be a
Indians?
peacock. I'm not really sure.
I'm a peacock captain. You gotta let me fly. Anyway.
We are rabbit trailing so bad tonight.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
Okay, we're 37 minutes and 37 and a half minutes in, and we're still talking about softball and a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Sorry.
Okay, so where does the rabbit turds come in? What,
I don't know what rabbit.
No, we talked about a little bit of football.
okay.
Now you talked for about 35
Okay,
seconds.
I'm asking where the reference came from.
The rabbit trail?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that like an Alice in Wonderland thing?
I was
No.
thinking Peter Rabbit.
That's what it's called.
By who?
By anybody that's been on a rabbit trail, like you.
I'm lost.
You're a hunter.
I am a hunter, but I don't hunt rabbits.
I'm like,
What do you call it?
Okay, I'm gonna jump back into Tom Hanks in Philadelphia.
The gay dude.
Denzel Washington. Explain this to me, like I'm 5 years old. Where did rabbit trailing or whatever you're saying? Where did that come from?
I'm not hating on you, Brandy. Hush.
All right.
Never hating on Brandy.
During our break, I will look it up.
Okay, you'll Google it.
I will Google it.
Today,
I will
Junior.
Google it.
Jeez. Anyway.
You just made the list.
Yeah, no shit, right? So I will ask you because you're off softball this weekend.
Yes,
Yeah.
like the first time in like 7 weeks.
I'm hoping I'm waiting on Mr. Prius to let me know if I'm going to go down to Springfield and play this weekend.
All right, hold on a second.
Playing in the Prius Championship.
What is this, man?
in the world
I wanted to
are
get this
you
on
doing?
camera.
Ow.
I got that on Saturday.
Dude,
I
that's-
wasn't even supposed to play.
That's fresh.
I went to go watch Christy play the barge tournament.
Okay, so did you do that sliding? Or did you
You
fall?
probably didn't even do that playing.
Did you fall?
Here's what happened.
Oh, shit.
Okay,
I was
well,
at the barge tournament.
hold on.
Because I was just understanding that this was supposed to, she went down there to play women's.
Okay.
It was a barge tournament, I guess is like some annual, fundraiser, whatever they do down there. So it was a ladies tournament. So I'm down there in my flat Walmart shoes. I'm wearing shorts just like this. I'm wearing a Beavis and Butthead shirt, and I had on a bucket hat
Nice.
with Batman. So I'm down there. I'm just down there to keep book and coach third. So while I'm down there, Brian Dupner sees me, and well, first of all, Dave Martin saw me. He's like, "Can you play at 3 with Sherman Williams in the competitive?" I'm like, "Okay." So he walked away, and then Brian Dupner is down there. You know him from umpiring.
Yeah.
He's like, "We need someone to pitch for us." And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "It's recreational. We'll be done. Play from 2 to 3." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm pitching. I'm doing all right. I come up to hit. I hit a ball over the right fielder. I chuck it out of the box. I round first, or I tried to round first.
Sniper got you.
Slick bottom shoes, dirty bag, shoot, boom, right on both knees.
Sniper got you.
Blood gushing immediately.
Nice. Beautiful.
That's how that happened.
Ouch.
That wasn't a sniper.
Wasn't even
that
supposed
was a
to play.
ninja kick is what that
Yeah.
is.
So
Have you
Ghost
seen
Ninja
some of the
came behind
Facebook
you.
videos
yes,
like that?
so that's what that stupid shit's from. Footnote though, we lost that game, but then I played with Sherman Williams, and
Hey,
we
did you
ended
catch
up, we ended
that?
up
He
winning the whole
said
thing.
footnote.
No pun intended.
You're number one with me, Ray.
Right, exactly. All right, so
Yes, we're done with softball. What did you have?
No. So what did you think? Okay, before
Because I'm off this weekend.
Yeah.
All right.
So for
I'm not traveling to Springfield.
right. So did
I'm gonna punch him. I hate that noise so bad.
so
Unless
Scott-
Mike Tyson's here to go hee hee hee, I don't want to hear that noise again.
So what did you think of SummerSlam?
Honestly,
He's going to his notes. Watch out.
well, I do have notes. I didn't. I saw only a little bit of it. I was kind of reading online what happened, and I was kind of like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of the matches were pretty decent.
Like I said, I haven't watched them. I was just going on, like the results. Like
The Strowman match was so fast because he just beat the shit out of him, and then that was it.
you had to expect that.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so I saw the Rollins match. I thought that was pretty decent.
it was decent.
I think I saw part of the AJ and Samoa. No, I didn't get to the Samoa Joe and AJ one.
That was okay.
I
That
saw.
was too long.
I saw Cedric the Entertainer beat the Gulak guy.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
Who the heck is
And-
that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I fast forwarded through the Finn Balor match,
Yeah, that was
and then I was just
shit stained Nakamura.
yes. There's just something about him. It's like he just annoys me. Like
I feel like he's got too much ADD. You know what I mean? Or I should say ADHD, where he's like hopping around like a meth head
well,
or crack
just
guy or whatever.
his thing with where he's always punching people in nuts. It just got old like
Yeah,
instantly.
Yeah, nut punching was like 1995.
And then Reigns beating Brock clean.
Yeah,
Didn't care.
you knew that was gonna happen.
Right. I was surprised that Charlotte won.
I wasn't.
The one thing that I read online that I'm anxious to see about that match is Becky turned heel.
Yeah, she beat the shit.
And I love Becky Lynch, so I'm like, I gotta see this
Yeah.
because I thought for a long time she needed to stop being so and just go nasty.
And then the whole Ronda Rousey match, that was just stupid.
I don't even understand that.
No. I mean, I know it was Alexa Bliss versus a former UFC fighter.
Yeah.
I get that, but make it interesting. And it wasn't interesting.
And
And
how
then-
do you have the former champion she's not even on the card?
No. And then not only that, I mean, she came out looking like she was getting ready to go on the front lines of an Indian fight. And then I was like, okay, you're trying to be different. I like it, but
Yeah.
I don't like it. And then she comes out in the kilt every time, and I understand why she does it.
Yeah.
And her music's terrible.
Yes,
she-
I hate her music.
As she looks terrible coming out doing it, it's like there's no draw to you. You're going to get old very fast. And you're trying to start this women's evolution thing.
She needs almost like a CM Punk type music coming out.
She needs a CM Punk type attitude.
Yes.
Because she comes in with the gloves like a UFC. You're not a UFC fighter. This is not the UFC. That's why I'm so glad Brock Lesnar is not coming back for a long time.
Yes.
So if you want to take Ronda with you, go ahead. Because she is not a UFC fighter.
I think you can cross her over. I think creative just needs to go a completely different direction with her.
Yeah. And then Brandy made a good point. AJ going mad because you saw the whole Samoa Joe thing.
Yeah.
He got pissed. That was cool because you haven't seen us because it Mr. AJ's pretty laid back.
My friend Mike, who I used to watch wrestling with religiously on every Monday night, he was like, "Man, this is great. Are we at 2008 again?"
Right. I mean, he got legit mad. Samoa Joe made it personal, which was cool because we haven't seen that because you used to see that back in even the Ruthless Aggression and the Attitude Era.
But
where
this
the
match
whole-
actually happened 2008
right
in
right.
TNA.
Yeah.
Right.
But it got personal where you remember like Stone Cold when Stone Cold and The Rock whenever Deborah managed The Rock, that made it personal because that's Stone Cold's wife.
Right.
And then all that stuff that
Well,
brought me back.
Like with Edge and Hardy,
Right.
when they were sharing Lita.
Right. Sharing. You're supposed to share, man. Oh, my bad. No, but yeah, and it's just like no, but yeah, that was cool.
That's gotta be weird though, bringing your personal drama, into the
I don't
public
really
entertainment.
It's got to be real.
I know, but it's still weird.
Yeah, I could see it being. Yeah.
Because don't you think you'd be going like to the supermarket, and
But dude,
you're sitting there like you're a bitch.
But that's what people like because people, you know as well as I do nowadays, people are freaking retarded.
Yes.
And they like stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that just goes along right with it.
True.
Of the viewers you're trying to capture.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it makes sense. Let's see what she said. Debo's on. What's up, Debo? Let's see. Shut up, Scott. Okay.
Cardinals play later?
They do.
Okay.
They are on the East Coast, correct?
All right, so let's wrap up
On the West Coast.
West Coast.
Yeah, so let's wrap
On
up
the
the
West
rest of it.
Coast.
Samoa Joe won by DQ. Roman Reigns won clean. New champ.
Yeah.
Rousey won clean. New champ. Charlotte won clean and then got murdered.
I am a Charlotte fan. I like Charlotte Flair.
I don't. She's just really creepy to look at in the face. No offense.
Is that Ric Flair's
Yes.
daughter?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you had Rollins. Big. That match actually was pretty good.
The Rollins Ziggler match?
Yeah.
It was okay.
Strowman, you had to expect he was
Yeah.
going to kill Owens.
Yeah.
New Day won by DQ over the Bludgeon Brothers. Don't care.
Right.
Nakamura, whatever.
Shit stain.
Yes. Cedric won. Don't care.
Right.
The Miz beat Daniel Bryan, which that was probably...
That was cool how they brought Maurice in it. Did you see that?
Uh-uh.
Maurice was at ringside. Or she wasn't at ringside.
I guess
she was in the audience on the side, so like when he came out.
She must be done... She must have had her baby already.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
because she was with the baby on the in the audience right in front.
Oh, okay.
So he comes down, says hi to her, gives her a kiss, says, "Hey, glad to be here." Gets in the match, and it's almost to the end, and he jumps out of the ring, grabs, and she gives him brass knuckles, and that's when he knocks out Daniel Bryan, and then falls back, gives him to her, pins him.
Okay.
Typical Miz.
Because they said something about brass knuckles. I'm like, well, how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Brandy says end of Raw was awesome.
Yeah, the Shield reunited.
Really, all of them.
Yep.
What's up with Dean Ambrose?
He's back.
Well, no shit, but you've played like wrestling games on the PS4,
Yeah.
PS3, right?
Yeah.
And you can get in there and you can make a wrestler. Start very generic and you can customize them.
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose looks like somebody created it. I mean, he walked out. I'm like, who the hell's that? I'm like, that's Ambrose.
Yeah, dude, his hairline went really.
I'm like,
bad.
you look like somebody created you and didn't finish.
Right. Yeah, he looks bad.
Yeah.
He looks bad. But he looks a lot bigger because you could tell.
Well, she said time off.
He might have took a couple shots while he was gone.
I think he's seeing Renee Young, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe he took some time off.
Not time off.
Did some reps?
More time.
Did some reps?
Did some, yeah.
Yeah.
some crotch thrusts. Yeah, exactly. But other than that, it was all right.
Okay.
So you said next pay-per-view's Hell in a Cell. Did
Yep.
you see who's on card for that already?
Huh.
Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella versus the Miz and Maurice. Right. I mean, come on, be creative, guys. Come on. I think this is what I got from it, because you can actually hear when they're doing scuffles in the back and talking on the camera. We are a PG show, people in the back, reminding wrestlers, reminding talent. Watch what you say, watch what you do.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get rid of that and go at least PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
If you go PG-13, more violence, blood, bring the blood back.
Well, in PG-13, I mean,
Bring back the Von Erichs.
I mean that's still not that much more of an edge because
No,
they're
it's not.
trying to make it to where kids don't emulate it.
Harley
or
Race.
They don't have to get cut the kids out.
Right.
Because-
Well, and I get that, but you still hear, ever since they changed to PG, kids getting hurt.
Yeah.
So it's not going to stop it.
Right.
That is the parents' job to stop.
I mean, as
it.
long as they're not coming out there with Tourette's and throwing out the N-word, I think we're okay.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Exactly. I think you're okay. Yeah. Randomly pointing down the street, yelling. Yeah. Right.
I saw the most messed up thing before we finish this segment. I saw the most messed up thing on Facebook where someone said, if you rearrange the letters in ginger, it's the N-word.
That's somebody with a lot of time on their hands.
I'm like, that's messed up.
Yeah. That's a lot of people going like, do you remember in school when you used to play with the calculator? Like spelling
Boobless.
Yeah, and stuff like that. That's those people.
Right.
Yeah. And then just be like, oh, you know what that
Wow.
is? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are words, bub.
Okay. So September 16th, San Antonio, Texas, Hell in a Cell. Hopefully the card gets much better.
Ooh, San Antonio, Texas. Do you know who's from San Antonio, Texas?
Tim Duncan.
That's where he played. Shawn Michaels is from San
HBK,
Antonio.
yes, I know.
And Stone Cold is in Texas.
He's not from San Antonio.
No, I'm not saying
No.
he is, but he lives in Texas.
Yeah. All right. And then October 6th, you've got the Super Showdown, which is in Australia.
Oh,
It's probably just a special pay-per-view that they're going to throw a bunch of non-related matches together.
Crocodile
they've already
Dundee will
done.
be there.
Right. Which they did that with the Super Battle Royal or the greatest Battle Royal ever.
The only thing that kind of intrigues me about that is Triple H is facing The Undertaker.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't care.
And then the one thing I wanted to talk about was October 28th, Evolution pay-per-view.
Yeah.
The all-women's pay-per-view.
I would love to see those ratings.
I don't know. What's up, Sid? Half of me is like, okay, that's interesting, but it's like, is that going to be able to pull the same kind of
No.
numbers?
No, it won't.
Because what's going to be your big draw there? 'Cause
If I was over/under, I would say under on
I would
ratings.
too.
Right.
and I'm not trying to be an ass about
No,
it, but
no.
I mean,
It's just reality.
right? Because I mean,
Just like baseball. Baseball is all men.
Mhm.
Wrestling. No, am I saying it should be all men for wrestling? No. But what is the gender that usually watches wrestling? It's men.
men,
Who do they want to see wrestle? Men. That's just reality.
okay, maybe they're trying to do this to draw in more women viewers.
Maybe, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's awesome. I know Ashley said she's going to watch it, so that's good.
I mean, they have already said that it's going to be Bliss against what was her
I
name?
don't know what this means.
Trish Stratus.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Yes,
So bringing back some of the older wrestlers.
Right.
That'd be cool.
and I think the Bellas will be on there in some
Of course,
fashion.
they will.
So
All that is eye candy. That's all that is.
well, right, and I mean, and that kind of
They're-
gets into the discussion. Is like, are you actually trying to promote wrestling, or are you trying to just show off
No,
the women?
they're trying to promote the brand by showing off the women.
Okay. And
I
some
would
of the
rather
women do
watch
good matches.
Oh no, I agree.
Yeah.
I would, because that's why I like Charlotte Flair, because she reminds me a lot of her dad, the technical wrestler.
Becky's good.
Becky's very good.
Mhm.
You know, there's a lot of those that are very underrated, and it's like, yeah, and I know Alexa Bliss is just eye candy, but she's a terrible wrestler. She's terrible.
She wrestles.
Yeah, exactly. Terrible wrestler. Nia Jax, great, powerful wrestler.
But no one could really realistically match up against her on the
Realistically,
roster.
No. Even Ronda Rousey. If you said no kicks, no, shots,
No.
take
I
clothes
mean,
off.
if you said, "Hey, we're gonna do this legit," Nia Jax would kick her ass.
Oh, hands down, absolutely.
All she would have to do is just grab her, hug her, and then she would just
Just-
make her pass out.
Squeeze the makeup right out of her.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So that's I kind of think this is a bit of a gamble. What's up, Chitty? I think it's a
bud.
bit of a gamble having an all women's pay per view.
Very big gamble. That's why I think
unless
like-
they have a short turnaround time for whatever's next.
Yeah, but I think that's more like.
When's Survivor Series? That's November, right?
I think is it right? Yeah.
Okay,
I think
so maybe there'll be a short turnaround time. So even if that one doesn't do as well, they really didn't lose anything.
Doing this kind of stuff really makes me think Vince McMahon is losing his mind.
Oh, I'm sure Steph and Trips have a lot of input.
That's
in
what I'm
this.
saying.
Yeah.
And they're kind of going with the trend.
Well, I mean, you also got to try stuff too.
Well, no, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But back in the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
so you're going to do these things. And
Todd Otto.
hey, buddy, that's
So-
my friend.
So what's going to be the big draw there? Because Trish Stratus. I mean, yeah,
Lita's coming back too.
But I mean, would you rather see a match? I mean, step back in time. Would you rather see a match with Edge or with Lita?
Oh, Edge. Hands
Right.
down, yeah.
So would you rather see a match with Batista or a match with Carmella?
Wow, it depends on what day of the week it is. I mean, realistically, you.
But I
see
mean, from a
Right.
match standpoint.
Oh, you want to see Batista,
Right.
right? Yeah. But if it's me, you go back in time.
And for you,
see-
that's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah, Dave Batista.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Saw Infinity War this weekend. So
Don't you point at me.
No, she pointed me.
You didn't see it on camera because
Oh.
I wasn't on there, but,
But
I am.
Did you
pointing
like
at
it?
Yes.
I thought it was
Yes.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a big Marvel guy, but it was good.
It was entertaining.
It's really
It was
good.
very
Yeah.
entertaining. Yeah.
I thought it was a little retarded, but
Very retarded.
I
There's a
also
lot
say
of
that about the
symbolism in it.
Transformers movies too.
The first two were fantastic. The rest of them after that,
Yeah.
yeah. Mark Wahlberg, really? No. I like Mark Wahlberg, one of my favorite actors, but not in Transformers.
Lost Miss Fox.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everybody wonders why I'm such a DC guy, because of the whole they're bringing the comic book atmosphere to the comics.
Mm-hmm.
The whole darkness of Batman, the origin of Superman, and all that stuff. The stuff you read as a kid, they're actually putting in the movies. That's why I'm such a big.
So
fan
they're
of
not
this.
out in this random jungle fighting aliens.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it's funny you're talking about that. 2019. There's a boatload of awesome movies coming out.
Oh yeah.
Another
Such as?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Another
that's
Wonder
old.
Woman.
Wonder Woman.
I
Did
didn't
you
see
see
the
the
first
first one? Oh, it's fantastic.
Aquaman.
Aquaman will be
Not
good.
sold.
Another Deadpool.
Yes, another Deadpool.
This is
Deadpool is awesome.
This is off of.
I haven't seen
beaten
the second
path.
one. The first one I didn't like.
You didn't like that?
Really?
Oh, dude, I was
Yeah.
laughing my ass
I
off.
fell asleep. I tried to watch it twice. And I fell asleep both times.
You need to watch it drunk.
That might make it interesting.
No, because that's not he's portraying that character as Deadpool. That's how Deadpool in the comics is.
Okay.
So that's why when I'm watching this, I'm going, "Oh my god, this is exactly like him." I feel like I'm reading this as he's speaking.
Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to go back and actually read it.
Yeah.
And then see it.
Oh,
Maybe you
dude,
should read a book.
He was obnoxious, and it was every bit.
Well, see, that's what I thought his character was in the movie. I thought he was obnoxious.
Yes, and it fit him perfectly.
Oh my
and
gosh.
they picked him perfect.
Yeah.
The actor and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, because that's the way he is.
Exactly.
And then,
and
and
he's
then off the beaten
fantastic.
path here, John Wick 3.
John Wick is very good too.
I saw the
Wick
first one. I
3.
really liked the first one. I haven't. There
The
was
second one's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2, by the way, was great too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was one of those where I'm not like sequels, like Ghostbusters. Yes, Ghostbusters 2. You know, but
Ghostbusters girls.
oh, that would.
like
I don't even want to get into that right now. I'll get all kinds of fired up. Anyway, but Deadpool 2 was right there.
Okay.
It was fantastic. Anyway,
All right.
Cardinals baseball.
Are they playing?
They're
That's
playing a little bit later here.
Okay.
Until 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right. So we've already passed the July trading deadline.
We have.
Yep.
The August trading deadline is about a week and a couple days away.
Right.
So we had Big City get claimed by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And the Washington Nationals are like,
See?
congratulations, he's yours.
Yep.
Right.
And then the Cubs picked up,
Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy.
which I thought was kind of weird, but in talking to, Nick Schneider, Snacks, he was like, well, so-and-so's hurt and so-and-so's hurt, so it'll kind of give
Yeah.
us some depth
It
to
helps.
move around.
It helps him with Rizzo. A little
But he also has a pretty good pedigree in the playoffs, so I thought about that.
Yeah,
Because a couple
he
years
hits the
ago,
Cardinals
for the
pretty good,
Mets,
too.
he killed it.
bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
he hits the Cardinals pretty good too.
Yeah. I see you're already jumping ahead there. You're like, he hits the Cardinals pretty well, and I was talking about the playoffs.
Yeah.
As,
Playoffs.
As we sit today,
Playoffs?
the Cardinals were number one wild card team.
Yeah.
As
Only
of
2.5
right now.
How
out of-
crazy is that?
Well, right now they're the number 2 because Milwaukee won today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So, but if
But
they
I
win
mean,
today,
at the
they'll be
start
back
of
up.
today, they were the number one
Yep.
team.
Right.
Right.
How crazy is that?
That's amazing.
Because you have the Dodgers
See,
shit in the
see-
bed.
hey, listen. This is what happens when you pull your head out of your ass and start playing baseball.
Well, I've gotten into a couple of discussions with people on Facebook about this. I'm like, yeah, the Cardinals are doing well. Schilt has really done an excellent job of bringing the team together. And I'm not a Matheny guy at all.
Me either.
Whenever he replaced Tony La Russa, I didn't like the fit. Obviously, 2015, it was kind of hard to argue. He basically took a team on nothing but pitching and somehow won 100 games.
Yeah, right.
Because you look at, they didn't hit for shit in 2015. And then they just declined after that.
Right.
So, obviously, he was doing something right,
Sure.
burning out the pitching staff, but he was doing something
Oh,
right.
he was burnt. Oh boy. I don't know. How some of those guys have arms left.
Yeah.
Well, some of them don't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're right. Seth Maness.
Same,
gone.
yeah.
Bowman,
Matt
Asta,
Bowman.
Who was the other guy with Manus? They had like a 1-2 punch with him and another guy.
Seagrass was one of
Yeah,
them.
Seagrass. Oh my gosh, dude, is he even playing ball anymore?
I don't think
He's
so.
in the minors somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's in Pittsburgh somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, all those guys from 3 years ago, they're nowhere to be found
Right.
because
It's
he
ridiculous.
destroyed
It's
them.
like
Right.
looking
Ridiculous.
for a job. I don't have an arm, but I can try.
Like I'm a lefty now.
I can look like a good ball player now.
Exactly. Right.
But I mean, also, yeah, this was the argument I made online. Schultz done a great job, but in all fairness, if you would have cut 1/3 of the roster like they did for Schilt and gave him 1/3 new players, he would have had a winning record over that span. Not the same winning record, because there would have been still 5 or 6 games at least where he would have found a way to cock it up.
Right. A lot of folks are asking, why didn't they just do this 2 months earlier?
Why didn't they just do it in the off season?
Yeah.
But if they would have gave Schilt the job in the
got
off
Ozuna.
season with the same turds that they had,
Right.
you still got turds too.
Yeah. You can't turn a turd into another turd. It just becomes a bigger turd.
Yes.
Speaking of
Say you can't shine a turd.
Speaking of Ozuna, he's on the DL
Yes.
as of today.
But we're keeping that on the down low, right?
We're keeping
Yeah,
it on the down low.
Okay.
So
It'll be all right.
So what other
I
moves
got-
were made today?
I got his elbow.
Because
They probably brought
they put Ozuna on the
brought
DL.
Wisdom back up.
They
I don't think they did. No, all they did was Ozuna
they
down.
sent down Big Hat Guy,
the hat guy.
I don't.
the guy who got hit in the head in the minors.
Ponce de Leon.
Yeah, they sent him down,
Yeah.
and
I don't
then they
know why.
activated Big
Dude,
City.
he won yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know why they.
Why would you send him down?
I'm sorry,
But,
it wasn't
uh,
my call.
But anyway, and then they brought up Matt Adams. So they
Yeah.
brought Matt Adams in. So
Hopefully he does.
they're gonna give Ozuna 10 days to rest the shoulder. I think it's smart. Everything that Schilt's done so far has
It's
worked.
right?
You know?
It's hard to argue.
It's
Right.
weird.
They're going for the sweep of the Dodgers
I mean,
tonight.
you're trotting out
The
Brett
team-
Cecil.
The team that went and
You know?
got Manny Machado for the stretch run, and they were making the Dodgers look
Right.
like they're ineptly retarded.
Yeah.
Kenley Jansen, hey guys, who wants BP?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Here you go, Matt Carpenter. Kaboom.
Boom.
Here you go. Here you go,
Jerko.
Jerko.
Jerko,
Boom.
boom.
Right.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Anybody see the Wong play last night?
Oh my God.
Who didn't see it?
Yeah.
I was scrolling through Facebook. I saw it 4 different times. I'm like, are you shitting me?
Yeah. It
Like,
was
literally,
very
with-
Ozzie Smith-esque.
Within like a minute of scrolling, I saw it 4 different times.
I saw him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a damn good play.
Yeah.
However, it's also a product of the shift.
Yeah.
Because if he's playing where a normal second baseman's playing, he's nowhere near that ball.
And he doesn't
Yeah,
even come
but
close
you know what?
to that ball.
Right.
You know what? Back in the 80s and 90s, early 90s,
Tommy Herr was the fucking man.
you know that. You know that's
Yes.
right. Okay, but go with me here, okay? So Ozzie could cover ground like no other,
Yes.
and so could Tommy. But I can remember guys like from Philadelphia, Rollins.
Jimmy
he could
Rollins?
do that. Yeah, he could do that when he was in his prime.
Who's
Guys-
Jamie Rollins?
Jimmy Rollins.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
who the hell's Jamie?
Guys like that, that could do that, and the ball goes at the middle. Shortstop's usually playing a little bit more towards third, but
But-
second baseman would make that play every time.
Yeah, but I mean, they would be playing in the traditional positions. They may
True.
cheat a step or two and then anticipate.
Right.
This was completely the product of the shift.
Right.
Otherwise, he's sitting there going,
Right.
yeah, it's
I didn't
basic.
get to see the video of him where he was originally positioned,
He was very close to second base.
but still to
Oh,
make
it was still a hell of a play.
right. Well, no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you had to go to the ball.
Mhm.
You were basically throwing the ball from your back.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean that's
Against your momentum, yes.
that's a hell of a play. Give him the Gold Glove now.
Oh, I mean, that's what
he's-
that's what everybody was saying.
You know, the bad part
Okay.
about it is he's not going to get it because Javi Baez, because everybody's up the Cubs' butt.
I don't know. I don't see Javi Baez making that play.
I mean, I'd
Javi
love-
Baez
I'd love
makes
him to
that
get
play
it.
and throws the ball in the stands.
Yeah, I'd love him to get it, but the
You
sad
never know.
part about it is the stupid Cubs
Never know.
own all of the.
Well, Javi Baez right now is going to play shortstop because
Yeah.
Daniel Murphy's going to play second
Right.
base.
Well, I thought Daniel Murphy's coming to play first for Rizzo.
No, Rizzo's going to play first.
Rizzo's hurt.
So
He's been out.
Okay.
So.
So's Bryant.
no, he won't. He'll play. He might move around, but no,
Yeah.
he won't. He'll play majority second.
He'll be
base.
like Jerko.
Right.
He'll play a variety.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask
be
a
minimally
question
effective
that
at all.
was asked since we're talking about Cardinal baseball.
Okay.
A little ways back, Milliken says, "Can we talk about Cardinals baseball and how this team literally reminds me of the 2011 team, but younger?"
I completely
Discuss.
disagree.
Yeah, me too.
Discuss.
I don't even think they're remotely similar.
No, I don't even.
I'm gonna step back in time 1 year.
Okay, let me get on to 88 real quick.
Downshift.
Right.
I'm gonna, and I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be snarky. This team reminds me of my Indians team from a year ago when they ripped off that 22 game winning streak, because it was like every night
Okay, I'll
it
go
was
with you there.
somebody different,
I can go with
and
you.
it was a complete team effort. And even when
They
they
were all
got
contributing.
right,
Yeah.
even when they got down, you were like, okay, who's it going to be tonight?
Right.
Because that's the way this team plays. I mean, earlier in the year, they would get down 2 runs, and you'd be like, punch it in. They're going to lose.
Yeah.
Or if it would be close late, it'd be like, okay,
Who's
they
gonna
got
give it up?
Well, they got Cecil warming up.
Yeah.
They've got what was the $14 million man they just cut?
Greg Holland.
Like Holland's up, starting the inning. Okay, we're toast.
Yeah.
So, but I said
How?
it's more reminiscent of that. I don't think the 2011 team. I mean, yeah, they got hot.
They had a lot more pitching then too.
Well, I think they had a lot more leaders set up, like established leaders,
Yeah.
where I don't think this team has, I mean, yes, you've got Carpenter, yes, you've got Yachty, but I think they've got a lot of inexperience, and like they just don't know any better. They're like, we're going out, we're playing hard, and the chips fall where they may, and if he sucks, I'm going to pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how, that just kind of portrays back to softball. I mean, say you got bases loaded and nobody out. And the
You've
guy
got
comes
bases loaded, nobody out.
Stop it.
Oh,
Brad time.
you got bases loaded, nobody out.
So that guy comes up and flies out, and the next guy comes up and gets a hit and blows his bases back up. That's that guy picking that guy back up, and then you got that other guy in the order and come up and unload those bases.
Mhm.
It's a team effort.
Except for Harrison Bader, he can't do anything with the bases loaded.
Yeah, he didn't do last night, that's for sure.
Okay, but somebody put this on Facebook. He is rapidly becoming a fan favorite.
Oh yes, no doubt.
He hustles.
No doubt.
He's always smiling. I mean,
The dude's
he
having
is
a
becoming the
blast.
face of the franchise. And I don't really know how his talent translates long term. I mean, he's a great hustle guy, but so is Bo Hart.
Yeah.
Right, but Bo Hart doesn't have the 5 tools like. I think
I don't
Harrison
think
Bader's
I don't
a much
think,
better
I don't.
baseball player.
I think he's a four tool player. I don't think he has that power tool.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
How many home runs has he hit so far?
Like 3.
I think he's got more than that. But
Maybe
he's
9.
only got 1 at Busch Stadium
Yeah.
because he hit it like the other day, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Can't believe that's his first one."
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he'll be probably a 20 home run guy.
Right.
But I don't think he's like Matt Carpenter's doing right now, where
Right.
he's hitting for average, he's hitting for power,
Right.
playing decent defense.
Right.
Yeah.
Much better defense.
Yeah.
The defense is
I think
amazing.
he's going to be like a 240 hitter, hit you maybe 10, 15 home runs, get you about 60, 70 RBI, maybe 60 RBIs.
And he'll probably steal 30 bases.
Yeah, and play great center field. That's what you're going to get out
Right.
of him.
Right.
Right.
Which, I mean, you can live with that.
Yeah, you can live with it. Absolutely.
Especially if he can, work on his plate discipline a little bit.
Yep.
Draw a few more walks.
Yeah, and then also, you got to get Tyler O'Neill going because we know that dude's a human beast Hulk, and it can hit the ball.
I wasn't sure how you were going to finish that.
He's a
Human-
human.
You got to get him back to where he used to be on everything, and I think he'll be okay if he takes a step back and loses the cockiness a little bit because he's got that cockiness about him. You can tell.
Yeah.
Just hey, you're still a minor league ball player. You're just up here just cause.
Well, they're giving you the look.
Right.
Right.
Let's go ahead. And
We'll see if you'll be here next year.
Exactly.
Right.
Or we'll see if you'll be the next Randall Grichuk.
Right, exactly. And then Ozuna, team leader in hits, on the DL now. That's all right. Hit a
He's rested.
freaking scud missile last night. Did you see that home run?
No.
It was like a softball home run.
Nice.
It was like not one of these. It was one of those.
Just kept going.
Was it like a Limpert home run?
It was like a Jeremy Hallbrook home run.
I don't know if I've seen one.
Who's that guy?
Like remember when I hit that straight line drive and it just kept going?
Mhm.
That's exactly what Ozuna did.
Nice.
That is
And
not
I was
Sports
like,
Stalker approved. Sorry.
Whoa.
It's not Sports Sucker approved.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. But
No.
a lot of times when I know I've got into a ball and I know I hit it on the screws and I know it's going to go a long way, it'll go whoop, and it'll just a straight line drive, and that's what Ozuna did last
The
night.
softballs they play with now have screws in them?
I mean, it's debatable.
Well, that's what holds them together.
But I mean,
But
that was
you
a
brought
scud
up.
missile.
I mean, isn't it a great feeling when you actually hit one?
Oh, yeah.
And you can just tell by the swing. Sometimes
when
you
it
don't
leaves
even
the bat,
feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When
you're
it
just
leaves
like
the bat,
that was
you're
a
like,
good one.
You're like, yep, see ya. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I was like, oh, piss, that's gone.
Right.
As soon as it came off the bat, because it was such an effortless swing. I mean, you know how he's kind of very, I guess, agitated in the box a little bit. Sometimes he'll move around,
Very active, yes.
Yeah,
That
right.
dude is like ADD in the box.
So is
all the
Jose
time.
Martinez. Good
Yes.
Lord.
But that guy is like a hitting savant. I mean,
Oh, I'm telling you.
I mean, sometimes they'll try to like do like a little mini pitch out. I mean, he could reach out there and just kind of dink.
Oh, he could if he wanted to. 100%.
I mean, you'll throw the ball in the dirt. He's almost like, a very poor blind man's Vladimir Guerrero.
Yeah.
Poor blind.
Yeah. Blind leading the blind. Definitely.
Right.
my gosh.
But I mean, where Guerrero could play defense, you try to hide Martinez on defense.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, from a hitting perspective, I mean, it's like I've seen this guy get hits, and I'm like, how the hell did he hit that?
Yeah.
And how the hell did he get a hit on it?
Well, and not only that, he's such a tall and lengthy kind of guy. I mean, you throw that ball high and outside, and he can shoot that ball right field so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
He did that when I was watching the Indians play the Cardinals. He did that like 3 times. I'm like, stop pitching to this fucker.
Yeah, right, exactly. Exactly. He's unbelievable.
Okay.
Anyway.
So we talked about the trading deadline, 9 days away. There was an interesting, person put on waivers and claimed, but not traded.
Yeah, that Bryce guy.
Bryce.
Yeah.
Dodgers are like, okay, well, we got Machado. It's like, we'll try and get Harper too.
Yeah, right.
So obviously they didn't work out a trade for that.
Right.
Do you think they even seriously considered it?
Probably not.
I think they
You have
pulled a
to-
lottery ticket and picked
Like,
the wrong
all
numbers
right.
is what they did.
We'll give you this Kershaw guy.
Right.
He's not doing too well right now.
No, I don't think. No, I think it was, hey, we cleaned him. Let's try to do something. Oh, pull back.
Yeah.
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 That wasn't long either.
No.
I mean, it was literally not even an hour.
Because they
like,
heard about
in and
what they
out.
had to say and was like, piss on you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So the question of the day is: would the Cardinals would they have taken a shot?
No.
No, I don't believe so.
I don't know. They might.
You can't.
I
you
think-
really, not only from number one major reason right now, you don't mess with chemistry.
And that was going to be my number 1 point too.
And number two, you have to give up the farm for him.
Yes.
And I'm talking like 8 players.
Or maybe 2 farms.
Yeah, maybe 2 farms. Yeah, a lot of cows there. Yeah.
2 farms and maybe a big overhead beam.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some cow udders.
Some ATVs,
Wow.
But the barn, the farm, everything else.
Right.
But yeah, you'd have to give up way too much for him. I'm talking 6 major league ready players, 4 prospects, money, a new car, a new house.
Reach around, belly
Reach
rub.
around with the hairy belly button. Yeah, either way.
Running the fingers through the hair.
Oh, wee. Oh, wow.
All right.
Anyway.
And I just wanted to give one quick Tommy Pham update.
Oh, he's back. That's right.
He was back.
Is he hurt again?
Well, in his game last night, he was 3 for 4 playing Kansas City. He got a base hit, and then he dislocated his finger diving back into first base. So he's day to day.
Sounds like Martinez.
And, he got hurt 2 days after getting traded to Tampa with a fractured foot on a hit by pitch. And he was 3 for 4 last night. So that puts him, since the trade, 5 for 26. He was 3 for 4 last night,
Ouch.
and since the trade, he's 5 for 26.
So what
Do you
was he
think it's in
before
his head?
last night? 2 for what?
He would have been 2 for 22.
That's
Wow.
god awful.
Well, he is hitting at a 192 clip. And he's
Do you
hitting
think it's in his head?
He's hitting slightly above that, as far as slugging,
Yeah.
because he has 0 home runs and 2 RBIs.
Yeah.
And he has like 2 doubles.
Is it in his head? I think so.
Well,
I don't really
I think
care.
he's screwed
Yeah.
I
because
think he's so stunned.
it took him so long to
Yeah.
shed that injury-prone player persona.
Right.
And then to get traded and basically within a month's time get injured twice.
Sucks.
I think that's hilarious.
And he's still not probably used to.
Well,
American
he
League
also
pitching.
switched leagues.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
American League
I mean,
pitching.
you've got a whole new learning curve.
Right, exactly.
So he should have taken the deal the Cardinals offered him in spring training and shut his damn mouth.
He
He might still be here.
He wouldn't.
But
he
he's so
wasn't gonna
good
do
though.
that.
But he's so good though. Right.
Well, he's going to be unemployed good.
Yeah. Very much
Harrison
so.
Hey, we
Better
might
right now.
see him playing at BMAC next year.
Might see him at
Wow.
Costco.
You might see him pitching for both your teams.
Would you like salmon samples?
Yeah.
Salmon samples?
Yep.
Nut cluster?
Wow.
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 Okay. Anyway.
Anyway.
So 2.5 games out of first place.
Yep.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. How'd that happen?
Not terrible.
Nope.
Not terrible. at
Not
all.
terrible.
All right. So
Well, we said it was when Schilt took over. They had to erase. They had to go like 16 games above 500. Remember me saying that?
No.
I said that. Go back on the tape, rewind, and I'll play it for you.
the tape.
Yeah,
VHS.
What are we in, like
I
1988?
got reel to reel.
Let me get the pencil out.
You didn't
Put it
know
in
that
the
I
cassette
record
tape
this?
thing.
And
What
throw
year
it
were
on
you
reel
born?
to reel?
84.
I reel to
Okay.
reel this.
So let's go back to when you're 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put the pencil in there and
Yeah.
And it
Cassette tape.
says when I press play, the Cardinals are going to have to go 16 games above 500 in order to catch up with everybody. They've already done about 12 of that.
okay.
So there you are.
Zip it or I'll break your head.
Zip it. Hey, zip it over
All right. A couple more things before we hit the trivia. How's that sound?
there. Hockey.
Okay.
Talk about Blues
Yeah. Hockey.
briefly.
Hockey hasn't started yet.
No, sure hasn't.
Hasn't started yet, but
Turn the page.
but
When is that thing that Brandy?
it's this Sunday.
Is it this Sunday? Okay.
Icebreaker.
That's at Ballpark Village. What time does that start?
No idea.
Brandy.
5, 6
She's not
o'clock,
on.
something like that.
Milliken.
Hold on, let me pull it up
I think it starts at like 4.
because she invited
Okay.
me to it. So let me look.
I'm probably not going to go to that because I know Ballpark Village is very small
Yeah.
and it's going to be crowded.
Yes.
Oh, there's a Scott and Brandy's housewarming barbecue on September 2nd.
Oh boy. I'll
Forgot
probably be
about
in my
that.
tree stand that day.
Okay.
Um,
Is that in Crystal City?
No,
No.
it's not.
All right. So, while Ray's looking that up,
I am gonna look.
we
that up.
are technically 3 weeks into the preseason in football, but really 2 weeks because the Hall of Fame game really doesn't count.
Really doesn't.
Okay. So, how's Dallas doing so far?
You know what? I was really surprised. I watched the preseason game, and I don't ever pay attention to the score. I like to evaluate players. Everybody looked really, really well.
Everybody staying healthy?
Yes.
That's probably the more important thing because I don't
Right.
think anybody gives a crap about preseason.
No. I was watching Mel Kiper and a bunch of those guys talk about Dallas, and he thinks the comeback player of the year is going to be Dak Prescott.
Did he have a really bad year last year?
Not bad, just not rookie
great.
year-ish.
Okay.
Where he was a beast.
So, who's their number one receiver now?
That's a good question. I don't think they've really named one. They switch, of course. It's
Who's
preseason.
So,
last
they still
name
have Beasley,
Nakamura?
right?
Cole Beasley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beasley.
They
He won't be
have-
your number one. Who's your
No.
slot receiver?
Okay, and they got Terrence.
Terrence Williams.
Okay.
He'll probably.
Did they
be-
draft anybody?
They drift a lot of receivers.
Okay.
But like
So
I said,
somebody may emerge.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kenny
but-
Britt just got dropped today by the
Yeah,
Patriots. By
I'm
the
sure
way.
he did because he sucks.
He sucks.
This
He's the
just
funniest
in.
guy to talk to, though.
No one cares.
He sucks.
Yeah, he does
He's
suck.
funny to talk to.
Maybe he wasn't good at cheating.
Maybe.
Damn.
The icebreaker, by the way, is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Ballpark Village.
Wow, it was close.
Central Standard Time?
Central Standard
Okay.
Time, not Eastern. Central.
Dear Jesus.
All right.
So it's local.
So the one thing that I saw that happened in football recently was AP got signed by the Redskins.
Yeah.
That's about right.
33-year-old AP. So do you think that makes a difference?
No.
I don't think it is either.
He'd be a great third down back.
Sure, he could be that Marcus Allen. He could be, what are some other great third down backs?
At one point in Atlanta, Steven Jackson was.
Yeah.
He was pretty good up third down.
Those guys who can sniff the end zone.
Well, yeah, I hope that's all they're sniffing.
You would think under that pile you would smell something that wasn't the end zone.
Oh my God!
Some big 320-pound ass.
I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't know that.
I'd be like, I need a bigger face mask.
Somebody give me a gas mask, a respirator, something.
Wow. That's crazy.
All right.
That just happened.
So
Is that all you got?
that's all I got.
That's all I got to say about that.
Hey, we haven't officially started, so were we going to do a Sports Stalker League again this year in fantasy?
It's up to you.
Ray?
If only I get number one pick, that's all I'm saying.
Can I tell you about my league last year?
We already did, Riley. You're late.
2 seconds. 2 seconds.
2
So-
seconds.
So I get asked. I have not ever played in my entire life.
Uh-oh, I'm
Okay.
sensing newbie luck.
Okay. Not only newbie luck. 3 games in, I take over. Guy was 0 for 3 for a guy that just dropped out.
Mhm.
Go 0 and 6. I go 0 and 6.
0-6 is not good. Sounds
Not
like the
great.
Rams.
Not great at all. And then I go on a tear,
Ran the table.
and I ran the table.
Damn.
I ran the table.
Nothing wrong with that.
And you know who I ran the table with? I ran the table with Alex Smith,
Ooh.
and I ran the table with, is it DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
That was my boys.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
And then the last week, I traded to Nick Foles. And that's when Nick Foles went on his tear and started. Well, you know, I think it was like 2 weeks there when Carson Wentz went down, and wow, it was kind of like, all right, cool.
Puss.
Got in the playoffs and lucked out. And,
Hey,
and
that's all you gotta do is
I'm
get
going.
in.
In fact, I'm going this weekend to go get my trophy because I get to hold it for a year.
Trophy.
So
Okay.
there you go.
You need to buy a belt if we do it this year.
I could get like a little foam belt.
Not a fun one.
I got a T-shirt.
What's up, Dre? Dre Montez
Yeah.
from the Who's to Blame podcast.
Hey, bub.
Oh for Winfrey.
Get it? O.
Like Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, O to win. O, 0.
Oh. I had to connect the dots.
Oh for Winfrey.
Anyway.
All right.
Yes,
Shall we
Andre,
do some
that's what
trivia?
happened.
Sure.
Do we have any accompanying music for
I
our
think
trivia?
we can work that out here.
Do we have some
please?
royalty-free music?
We have some ice cream booty. Let's check that out.
Whoa.
It's like the shit I heard.
Here we go.
Okay, you can turn it off.
It's time to play the game.
This does not get me excited to turn it off.
They have a legit chance. Cardinals?
Yeah.
They have a legit chance as long as...
I think I'm gonna go ahead and say write this down, Free. I think that
Write this down.
I would say the Cardinals win the division.
Hold on.
I'm going to say they make the wild card. I'm going to say they don't win the division.
I'm gonna say they win the division.
I'm going to say they win the division too.
Even though that Japanese pitcher the Cubs signed is done
He's
for
not
the year?
even playing.
That's what I said.
It's done.
Well, he
Asta.
sucks.
Yeah, he's 6.
All right.
All right.
Question number 1
Okay.
in the sports trivia Category. is XFL.
Oh, my
Are you kidding me?
fucking Jesus.
All right. The Vince McMahon-driven XFL Football League will reemerge in 2020, according to the WWE chairman. The lone previous season of the defunct XFL was in 2001. How many teams were in the league at that time?
Choices.
Choices.
You know the answer.
You got 6, 8, or 10.
I say 8.
Right?
10.
Correct answer is 8.
Okay. That was toss up.
All right. Bonus question to that. What team claimed the only $1 million game championship title for that season? Here's a hint. Their starting quarterback, who won the MVP, his name was Tommy Maddox.
Tommy Maddox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Choices.
Choices. You have Los Angeles, Chicago, or San Francisco.
Let's say Chicago.
I'm going with the same.
Correct answer was Los Angeles.
Stupid fuck.
Los Angeles Extreme.
Gay Rams.
They won 38-6 over Frisco.
Man, that sounds like a great, really hard fought battle.
All right. So there you go.
All right. Yeah. Dre got it. 8. All right. Keeping along. Question number 2. AP.
Okay.
For the first half of his football career, AP was considered a must-draft running back in most fantasy football leagues.
Hey, where did he go to school at, by the way?
I don't remember.
I would just,
Where'd he
sooner
go to
rather than
school at?
later find out the answer. All right.
Where did he go to school at?
Oklahoma.
I know.
Well, then why'd you ask me?
he's
Because
trying to
I
be
knew
funny.
it wasn't going to work out like AP. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Finish the question.
She's still in the league.
All right. After the child abuse allegations and diminished results on the football field, some question how effective he will be this year and going forward. In his 11 seasons as a professional running back, he has had only 3 years where he did not amass at least 10 or more rushing touchdowns. Question. For his career, which is more accurate? His longest rush from scrimmage was 71 to 80 yards, 81 to 90 yards, or 91 to 99 yards?
The second one.
I'm going with the first one.
So Ray is saying 71 to 80, and Jeremy is saying 81 to 90. The correct answer is 82 yards. It was in 2012.
Okay, so which one was it? The second one or the
It
last?
was the correct one you picked.
Oh, okay.
So you're 2 for 2.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's 2 for 3.
Well, the bonus one doesn't really count.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of like extra credit.
See, when you're gone, I went 5 for 5. So just saying.
Ah.
I threw in meatballs the entire time.
And I got every single one right.
I hope so. They're meatballs.
All right. Bonus question. What player or players hold the record for longest rush from scrimmage?
You
Don't
have
I
choices?
You have choices.
Okay.
You have Amon Green for Green Bay, O.J. Simpson for Buffalo, or Tony Dorsett for Dallas.
I'll say Tony Dorsett. This
I'm going
guy's-
to say Tony Dorsett, too.
Tony Dorsett holds the longest rush from scrimmage, 99
99
yards, in 1982 in Minnesota.
And who do you play for? How about them Cowboys?
All right. Question number 3.
He said.
That's back when they were good.
Question number 3. Patrick Wisdom. In his second half, okay, excuse me.
I don't know if he's gay or not. So don't know.
Whoa,
Wow.
whoa. Gonna reset right there. Got it, Dre.
Scratch
All
that.
right.
Chop it.
In the second half of the feel-good story for the Cardinals, Patrick Wisdom made his Major League debut. During the 16th meeting this year between the Cardinals and the Brewers won 2-1 to even the season series at 8 games apiece. The last 3 games of that series will be played, or the season series will be played
going
at
to
the
one of
end
those
of
games.
September.
Right.
Question. In that 16th game against the Brewers, who did Patrick Wisdom hit his first Major League home run off of?
One of Jeffries.
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
That's correct.
Is that a choice?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's correct.
You're correct.
Yeah,
The other
right.
2 choices were Josh Hader or Jordan Lyles.
I think Hager's hurt.
I was just going to throw out a bunch of J's because a lot of people would be like, hey, there's a J guy. All right. Question number 4 from the movie Bull Durham.
Nice.
I probably won't even need.
All right. So, the 1988...
Candlesticks make a good gift.
One of his eyelids is jammed.
He's not breathing out of his eyelids.
The 1988 movie Bull Durham, starring Kevin Costner as Crash Davis and Tim Robbins as Nuke LaLoosh, Ebby Calvin, follows the story of an aging catcher in the twilight of his career and the rising star of a pitcher trying to figure it out in order to make it to the big leagues. While Crash is being sniped at by Nuke and questioned if Crash ever made it to the show, Crash acknowledges that he made it to the show once. How many days did he was in the show?
21.
I'm going to guess 21.
The actual quote was
What was it?
21.
For 21 days.
Because he has to be.
the
he had to be,
21
right?
greatest days of my life.
Right. He had to be.
You know you don't have to carry your bags in the show.
You know,
right.
hit white balls for
Big
BP.
white balls of BP. Girls
women
with
have
long legs and brains. Yeah.
All right. Bonus question from Bull Durham. What does Skip the manager say is the toughest job a manager has?
Releasing a player or firing a player, I guess
Yes.
you could say. Yeah.
Yep. Letting a player go or releasing them.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Hello, Angelica.
Is that it? Is that
Nope.
Oh, you got
You've
one
got
That's
one
my
more.
cuz.
That was a bonus question.
more? Oh, okay.
Question number 5. Current MLB. As of the start of play today, who led all of MLB with 155 total hits?
As of today. Hits.
Choices.
Choices. Got JD Martinez,
That's who it is.
Manny Machado, or Freddie Freeman.
No, that's who it is. J.D. Martinez.
I'd say Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman is correct. 155. JD Martinez was second with 152.
Well,
Because-
that'll change today.
JD Martinez has a lot of home runs,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't
Still what?
all count as
Still
hits.
counts as hits.
True.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say I dominated trivia.
Take it out, Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
All right. We will be back
Yeah, that was a good one.
next
Well done.
Wednesday.
Were you doing the Randy Orton?
Next Wednesday, we will be here.
Yep, we'll be back next Wednesday
In this
Next Wednesday.
sports dungeon?
in the
It is-
dungeon.
We are right at an hour and 30 minutes. How about
like
that?
it.
How about
Perfect.
that? Yeah, always a good time.
Yeah. Did we chop it?
We'll chop. No.
Chop it.
Just we didn't have to chop anything.
Chop one.
But I
it
mean,
is
don't
what
we
it
have
is.
to do like the Ron Burgundy?
Yeah, we will.
All right.
And
from
5, 4.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
Right, right.
Go ahead.
All right. Everybody have a great Wednesday evening. I know it's getting kind of late for all the kids. Got to go back to school. Haha. From Freak myself and Ray, you guys have a great rest of your night for Sports Stalkers.
Well, that's going to do it for all of us here at Channel 4 News. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Damn it! Who typed a question mark on the teleprompter? For the last time, anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy